I didn't think we could even get you.
Come on.
Because we know for each other.
I consider you a bud. Do you not? Is that not?
That's not even a bud, though. You know what I consider you?
Yeah.
Like you and I went to Nam together.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, like when you don't see somebody from Nam for a while.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Well, I mean, I've seen Miss Saigon, so I think I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've never been to Nam in a war situation.
I have a lot of Canadian friends who vacation there now.
Oh, really?
Great.
Yeah. They love it?
That's what it's become.
Are you Canadian?
My wife is.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
That's good.
Oh, no.
They're great.
Oh, no. They are.
But you and
I'll find out.
People don't know this, and if you do, you don't. But let me tell you, okay? If you
unlearn what you have learned.
Learn and unlearn. Okay, is that when my first show was a lot of people know was MADtv, and I tested to get on the show with Taran. It was just you and I, right?
Just us. Yeah.
Oh,
and they were like, which one would we want, gook or regular white? You know what I mean, or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not what they said in the room.
How old were you?
19.
Damn.
Wow, and how old were you?
30.
Whoa.
Why does that get the bigger reaction?
Which is, a white 19, really.
A white 19.
Yeah. In Asian years, I'm
same age.
No, we hung out because we met. They brought us in for rehearsals too, and we met there.
We went to Hollywood Center Studios and did that whole studio session thing.
So it was either you or him then?
No.
Oh, it was not like a...
We tested, we auditioned, rehearsed, and then tested together. We played video games afterwards.
That's right, at the lot. Fox at the time, they had like 2 or 3 upright video, we want to be retro.
Arcade games, yeah. And we just played in the lobby after testing.
I know.
And then saw Nicole in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I feel like she was like, "You guys both did great. Don't worry about it." And then I got called that day.
I did too.
Yeah. So, but I didn't see you again until Virgin Megastore. Do you remember that?
No.
I ran into you, but like a week, maybe 2 later at Virgin Megastore at Crescent Heights and Sunset, and I didn't know if you got it. And I was like, "Hey!"
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even. All right.
And you're like, and I was like, "Hey, so I got it." And you're like, "Yeah, me too."
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "Oh," and then the first thing you said is, "Have you used it to get laid yet?" And I said, "No."
Well, yeah.
I think my voice cracked.
This is
and went,
before.
"No, have you?" And you're like, yeah, 3 times.
Oh, really? Yeah. Is that what I do? That's, oh my God! Some people do impressions of me.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God!
That is perfect.
I hate it.
Perfect.
It's so perfect, this guy.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Oh my God, you almost fucking killed me just now, but bro. Don't ever do that again. But I'm kidding.
No.
You're so good. And then so there was no internet back then. So you couldn't
research.
You couldn't Google Taran Killam
news,
MADtv.
Yeah. And the first thing I read was TV Guide. They announced it in TV Guide. And it was like,
wait, like a hard copy.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like a 3/4 rectangle.
Did they have internet? I don't remember.
They did, but it was like
it was dial up. Oh, right, yeah.
Well.
And that's something came out of there. And then you were dating Amanda Bynes at the time.
That is true. Yeah.
But this is you don't talk to her anymore.
No. We were dating a little over 2 years, and then she wisely broke up with me.
Wow.
Because we were very young, as you know.
But did that destroy you or no?
I was very sad. Very sad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Very, very
because
sad.
I remember her because she would show up to
she came and would hang
out and stuff, and I'd be like, oh, she's so. In fact, every time I would run into her after that, she was so sweet.
She's just the nicest, loveliest, charming.
And
funny,
imagine them at that age.
Were you in a Nickelodeon show together?
Her show, I did.
Show.
It was sort of my first job out of high school. Was ended up doing 7 episodes of her show.
I remember. Oh, so good.
Yeah,
so good, bro.
It was fun. Thanks, man.
It's a testament. I'm standing.
Yeah, look at this is getting serious.
No, it's getting serious. It's a testament to your talent that you're able to go from Nickelodeon and also do 2 sketch shows. The only 2 really. That was on at the time, really. It really is it's amazing.
Thanks, buddy.
How do you feel about that?
Nice. Good.
You look in
accomplished.
the mirror and you go, "I'm the shit," or no?
No, I would never do. I look and I go.
gonna sit down.
You've
I'm gonna
done
sit
it.
again.
Okay, I said the wrong. It's the wrong answer. I gave the wrong answer.
I wasn't happy with
Yeah,
that.
I'm the shit, bro. I'm the shit.
No.
I go. That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
So we did a year, and it wasn't.
But we did like 13, right? Because we
Right.
get hired for 4, and then you, me, and Catherine. Catherine got hired a little bit later than us.
What's her last name?
Fiore.
That's right.
And it was like in the first 13 episodes we would overlap. So you and I only did like 2 episodes together, and then you do it 2 with Catherine, and then you do 2 by yourself. It was so weird.
Yeah, it was so weird, and also it was like almost like they weren't. You think that you're inviting to this family, and then because there's guys that have been on the show for a very long time, and it doesn't feel warm.
Sure. Yeah.
Like some people are like, no.
Yeah.
Like, hi, you go, good morning. They go, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And then you go, okay.
For sure.
And then there's some people, aka Will Sasso,
Oh, the best.
is the best.
The
Here's
best.
a guy who is warm, Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I'm sure I'm biased now liking him so, but the funniest too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like the
yeah.
funniest.
One of the funniest. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was there like a month in, he was like, "Just come to my house. There's a barbecue," and like
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yes.
And without that gesture,
Yeah.
I might have not survived.
Totally. Yeah. There like I can count on one hand the people who went out of their way. Mike Hitchcock was one for me.
Oh, he's the best.
the best.
Yeah.
He really looked out for me.
Him and I sold the show after
Jennifer
I
Joyce.
got together.
Did you?
Yeah, I love
awesome.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer Joyce was very kind
One
to
of
me.
the best, Jennifer Joyce. Yeah.
Scott King was
One of the best.
There we go. Okay, I'm
Yes.
saying the best.
Everyone's the
Yeah,
best. You're
yeah.
saying all the best right
One
now.
of the best.
I did the
yeah.
best.
Yeah. I mean, all those guys. Even like
Yeah.
Lauren Dombrowski was my.
Yeah. Same.
I loved Lauren.
Me too.
But so then you did 13, and then that was it.
I did 13, and they asked me back, but wanted to ask me back for 17 of 22. They're like trying to renegotiate because if you got picked up,
Right.
it was supposed to be the full 22 or whatever. And my reps at the time were like, "You don't need it. Forget them. That's insulting." And I listened to them.
Was that regrettable or no? Probably not.
At the time, it was tough.
Yeah.
Because even 17 is like a serious salary for a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
I'd left college to do the show and couldn't really get back in. So like my parents were a little bit like,
What the fuck?
"Why are you saying no to work?"
Yeah.
Long term, it worked out good.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you left, then they brought Ike and Josh Myers,
Right.
and that's where my pain started.
Oh no. Good. Yeah.
Because these two kids, like if you don't know, Josh is Seth Myers' younger brother. Ike Barinholtz is on the Mindy Project and
On everything.
and on everything right now. And
they
were
worked together.
they were a duo. They
Boom,
auditioned
Chicago.
together. Right. Boom.
Yeah.
God, you're so smart. You know everything. You just know the
I don't
facts,
know
huh?
about that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
About sketch. about the 2 sketch shows I've been on. Yeah, I paid attention.
And the writers knew them too
Right.
as well.
Right. Sure.
And I was a stand-up, and I didn't know how to do it yet. I still might not know how. But,
I still might
but I
not.
couldn't even. You know how they say that old term, "Fake it till you make it." I couldn't even do that.
Well, I mean, like we attempted a couple of times. I remember us trying to like write a snowboard sketch together. Like,
Please
we're
tell
just,
me
like,
how that
we're
went.
Like
Oh, yeah,
snowboard
yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
also because we didn't have real dressing rooms. We were in a trailer outside of the building.
That's right.
We were in like.
Is that where the new kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, they separate you
Yeah.
guys.
100%. Everybody else had like decent, and again, Sasso. It was the year that the Tenacious D album came out, so I would go into his dressing room and he'd play the songs and we'd sing them together. He was the best.
Oh
He was
wow.
the best.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yes.
And that was the year where I remember my first sketch was I played Jackie Chan.
Of course. Of
And
course.
Deborah Wilson played Chris Tucker, right?
Okay.
And Will Sasso was Lance Bass, and we were on his talk show.
Great.
Sounds like MADtv.
This is back in the day, we're like,
MADtv
3 characters,
sketch.
throw them in a fucking bowl, you know what I mean, and mix it.
Let's see what happens.
And I remember like,
Who's on the cover of People right now? It's a sketch.
oh really?
I feel like those three
Oh, that
people
it
would
would be,
probably
yeah,
be
it
on
would
the
be
cover of
amazing.
People.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be amazing. They should do that movie or whatever. But
They should.
so they had me on they had me in early. I was the earliest guy for the call sheet, but I was the last sketch. This is back, you know, they had to put the prosthetic nose.
Yes, right.
This is back in the day when you're
Otherwise,
new.
you wouldn't have looked like Jackie Chan.
Was that a racial dig there, Tara?
No.
Yeah.
Listen, I was just saying I had a killer Chan, and I felt overlooked.
But they had me in early, but then I was the last sketch. When like, if I had to do it now, I'm last. I'm gonna come in last.
Right.
But they could just like put me in at 5 a.m.
Totally.
Have me sit there all day. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
anyway,
You get the printout, the email. So obviously there's internet the night before of the list, and you'd like I would go through and like which parts am I gonna read, and the stress of the table read.
Oh my, the table. Those are the.
Yeah.
Were they the worst?
They were tricky.
In what way?
Because you didn't get them emailed, they would drop it off at your house.
That's right.
Right?
That's
By mail?
Right.
No,
copies?
somebody would literally drive to your house.
Yes, that's
And
right.
the packets were like this thick.
Huge. Yeah.
They would read like 45 sketches, and they would pick 6.
And you sit at like a Last Supper table with all the cast.
Right.
So you're all like side by side with everybody. You can't really act or relate, and it's just all the producers and writers across from
And
you.
the network across from you.
Now, do
Yeah.
people get fired at these table reads? Like if you're
No.
doing so terribly?
Not in my time. They're not in my experience.
Well, I mean, not on our show, but you've heard of it in
For
other
pilots,
pilots and
frequently.
stuff.
Yeah, frequently.
But
yeah.
here's the problem. All right, so you're in there's 43 sketches that you get, but you might be in 4,
yeah.
right? And if they're only going to pick 6 out of 43, that would mean nothing. And I remember going. That's what was hard for me is I would go through the thing.
Your name's not.
And I would be Japanese businessman #1. I have no line. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm a fucking tree. I'm a tree. No, I'm not lying.
Totally.
A fucking tree.
Yeah.
And there was no. It had nothing to do with the sketch. It was just like we
Right.
don't know what else to do with them.
Right.
Yeah, we got to put them in it. You know.
Yeah.
And I remember, I just didn't know how to do it. And I remember like, even just stuttering. You know what they did to me, Taran, when you left? Taran, this is what they did to me when you left.
No one else can hear.
They made there was a tape passed around to all the writers of all my flub lines.
Oh.
And I was like a joke reel kind of a thing. And they were passing it around for a year. It was like not, you know, it was like one of those things like, you know how you like watch YouTube videos of like a lady slipping on grapes and breaking her back?
It's my favorite.
The fake
Yeah,
classic. Classic grape slip.
That one? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, but that was like me. And when and then I saw the tape and it said Bobby, and I don't know what it is. Bobby's a fucking idiot or whatever on the thing. And I go, what is that? Oh, you don't know about that?
Right.
I go, no, they're like, oh, that's every scene you do.
Right.
God.
And I was just like, oh, you guys made that?
That's a cruel.
Did you ever find out who the
funny.
source was?
It's tricky because there's also such power, and I found this true at SNL as well, that the writers have this weird power where they are determining the material for the most part, and with no vocal risk, right? Like no perceptible risk.
Yeah.
Because, 40 sketches and you can barely remember, but if you're the one who has to read it in front of all of your peers,
Yeah.
it's a real unfair pressure. And I'm sure like that was put together sort of like, ha 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 comedy people razzing and roasting, but without the empathy of like what you have to go through every week, putting yourself out, asking everybody on the show out to the dance basically every week.
Yeah.